Imagine you making a proposal to someone special but getting rejected. How that would make you feel? How would you deal with that feeling of rejection? The true fact is nobody likes rejection. It's a miserable feeling, regardless of your gender. Although as per research, it is suggested that women and men react differently to this experience. With this question in mind, I welcome you to one of the very new episodes of CANDID BATCHIT. This episode is going to be more centralized towards the way women generally deal with rejections, either be it on personal or professional terms, and how it can impact their life. In this modern era, where gender equality is not merely a movement anymore, and we find women equally coming forward and participating in every field, why is it that women have been far behind men in this regard? I know you would be thinking that when already women are doing great in other domains and creating histories, why and how is it that important for them to develop the skill of rejection handling? Let's first go back to the basics then. Why is it important to possess rejection handling skill after all? Be it our personal or professional life, it is quite important to have that ability to deal with rejections. Rejection motivates us to do better. In fact, I believe rejection is the push everyone needs to have in their life. It helps us to grow as a person, as well as create the urge to work on our skills in a better way. Rejection is actually a good thing because everyone at some point could stand to be taken down a peg or two. Rejection helps us there because it reminds us we are all only human, no matter how extraordinary we would like to believe we are. Rejections can be harmful and sometimes even devastating, but at the end, it can teach us to be patient and keep moving on. Not only this, but rejection can also be a positive experience if you are willing to take another road or try a new way of achieving the same thing. Learning how to remake ourselves to be more goal-oriented, more people-oriented, or tweak aspects of our personalities to get along better with those around us is an important benefit of rejection people tend to overlook. Rejection forces us to reevaluate ourselves. It creates opportunities for changes and it makes us stronger. Now, when there are these many benefits of rejections, why women avoid coming across rejections? Are women risk-averse or do they lack the confidence that men have to get back? And most importantly, the thing which pushed me to think towards it, is it creating a negative image of women in the professional world? Is it one of the contributing factors besides lack of opportunities and education for women to still lag behind men in the professional world? To answer this, it was important firstly to know why women are lacking this rejection handling ability or not quite good at it in comparison to men. One of the reasons I felt was the society being behind it. Basically, men and women both would feel bad equally. But men learn to deal with it and develop coping mechanism because they get rejected much more often. Men have been conditioned from birth to shrug off negative emotion and simply continue on, while women are also encouraged to do this, but not with the same forcefulness as done to men. So men at the end deal better with rejections, not because they are intrinsically better at it, but because socially they have to. Do comment down your views in this regard. Rejection is a necessary part of living in the real world. It's unavoidable. Whether you are dealing with the aftermath of a failed relationship, getting turned down for a job you really wanted, or having your friends shoot down your restaurant suggestion, rejection is universal. It's natural that your initial reaction is to defend yourself. Rejection can feel personal. Usually it isn't. Take a step back and try to see the other person's perspective. If the heat of moment passes and you still feel that it's important to share your side of the story, by all means, speak up. Avoiding reactive, emotionally driven responses is the key. Don't let it define you, but also take a moment and think how entitled and frankly boring we would all be if every time we asked a question and the answer was an unequivocal yes.